Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I will be explaining about die casting, or precisely saying pressure die casting. So we already know about what is casting process. So casting process is basically called sand casting process, but here no molding sand are uses. Here we use a permanent die of metal. So here the die is made of metal. Inside the metal there is cavity or hollow portion. The hollow portion is like the metal we want to create using that metal casting process. The dies are made of metal and the raw material also is metal. So here the melting point of the raw material will be much lesser than the metal dies. So here we force the raw metal or molten metal by injecting process into the mold cavity made of dies, made of metal dies, and after solidification we get the perfect product. Here the filling of molten metal is done by the help of pressure. Here the gravity is not uses, so the product is more stronger than the sand casting process. So die casting is a high speed manufacturing process used to produce geometrically complex metal parts. So here we are creating complex metal parts than the sand casting process with high precision. The accuracy of the dimension is very high. It involves injecting molten metal into a reusable steel mold known as a die. So here the die is used and the process is called die casting or pressure die casting. We are applying pressure on the molten metal to fill the mold cavity under significant pressure. So there are two types of die casting process. One is hot chamber die casting and another is cold chamber die casting. So in this figure we can see the die casting process. Here these are the metal dies and this is the mold cavity. The mold cavity is created using two parts of the metal die. When the product is ready and ready to taken out from the mold cavity, the ejector pins are used. The ejector pin ejects this product and it is very easy to take out the product from the dies. So here the one die is fixed, this die is fixed and this is movable. This is fixed and this is movable die. So here the molten metal is supplied and plunger is forcing the molten metal to enter into the mold cavity. After casting process is done, we get this type of metal. So let's now discuss about the hot chamber die casting and cold chamber die casting. The first is hot chamber die casting. In this figure we can clearly see the hot chamber die casting process. It is also called as gooseneck casting because here we are using on gooseneck. This is the gooseneck, that's why it is called gooseneck casting. This method is defined by the fact that the injection mechanism is permanently submerged in a pool of molten metal within a furnace. So here in this setup we can see this is the furnace and this is the molten metal. Let suppose the molten metal is zinc and we are continuously heating the zinc and the zinc is melted and this molten zinc is entered into this cylinder, and by the help of the plunger we create force on the molten metal and the molten metal enters by this gooseneck into the mold cavity. This is the mold cavity. This is the die, this is the fixed die, and this is the die, this is the movable die, moving die, and these are the ejector pin. This is ejector pin, these are ejector pins. And when the process is completed, we move the moving parts of the die and by the help of the ejector pin we eject the product from the dies and we get the final product. So here we can see that the molten metal is continuously heated inside a furnace. This is the hot chamber die casting. So how it works? Firstly, filling. A piston retracts, allowing molten metal to flow into the gooseneck. This is the filling. Next is injection. The piston plunges downward, forcing the molten metal through the gooseneck and nozzle directly into the die. So the molten metal enters into the cavity. After the cooling, once the metal solidifies, the piston retracts, the die opens and the part is ejected. We get the final product. So it is best suited for low melting point alloys like zinc, tin, lead, etc. These metals are used as raw metals. So let now see the cold chamber die casting. So in this figure we can see the cold chamber die casting. So in this setup, the melting furnace is separate from the casting machine. In the previous hot chamber die casting, the metal was continuously getting melted into the furnace, but here the metal is getting melted in another place, and from that place the molten metal is carried using a ladle, and by the help of the ladle we pour the metal into the cylinder, and by the help of plunger the metal enters into the mold cavity. So we, by the help of the ladle, we bring the molten metal and we pour the molten metal into the cylinder, and by the help of plunger we apply force on the molten metal, and the molten metal enters into the mold cavity. And as previous, this is the fixed die and this is the movable die. These are the ejector pins. When the molten metal is cooled, the ejector pin ejects the final product from the dies. So this is the cold chamber die casting. So the melting furnace is separate from the casting machine. The molten metal is ladled into the chamber for every single cycle. For every single process, the molten metal have to be bring by the help of the ladle. But in the process of hot chamber die casting, the molten metal was continuously getting melted into the furnace. This is the main difference. So how it works? First is ladling. Metal is melted in a separate furnace and transported to the machine. Next is pouring. The molten metal is poured into a short sleeve. Next is ejection. After the product getting cooled, a hydraulic ram or piston pushes the metal into the die and very high pressure often between. That is injection, and after injection we get the final product. So this is best suited for high melting point alloys like aluminium, magnesium, copper, etc. So in this process we can melt any kind of high melting point materials outside a place in the furnace, of course in a furnace, and we bring that molten metal and do the process. We are doing the process, but in this case the setup is inside the furnace, so we can't heat the furnace too much. That's why low melting point alloys are getting prepared in this process. So what are the differences between cold chamber die casting and hot chamber die casting? So first is hot chamber die casting, second is cold chamber die casting. So feature first one is injection system. So the injection is done inside the molten metal, and this is done outside the furnace. This is done inside the molten metal. Injection is done in a hot chamber die casting inside the furnace, but in cold chamber the injection is done outside the furnace. For the speed, this is faster process. Hot chamber die casting faster process, but cold chamber die casting is slower process. Metal type, low melting point alloys are used here, high melting point alloys are used in cold chamber die casting. Oxidation is less because the whole process is done in a closed area, that is inside the furnace, but the molten metal is getting melted inside a furnace and the molten metal is being carried with the help of ladle. So here the chances of oxidation is more. The example of metals: low melting point alloys like zinc, lead, etc. High melting point of alloys, aluminium, copper, etc. So in this video I have discussed about cold chamber die casting, hot chamber die casting, and the comparison between the hot chamber and cold chamber die casting, and also the definition of die casting or pressure die casting. Hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching this video. For more updates, subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon.